Hello, my name is Andrew Kibler. I'm the Operations Manager here at akpr, and today I want to talk about something very personal to me, something that affects my everyday life, business life and personal life, and that's dyslexia. I've been in business now for about 9 years, and suffering from dyslexia, I've learnt that everything isn't smooth sailing like it is for some people. I have to adapt, I have to learn, I've had to learn things the hard way, the school of hard knocks, the university of life, and what I'm here to do is to impart some of the wisdom I have to you, dear viewer. The first thing I'd like to say is, if you're dyslexic and you want to go into business, whether that's being a service provider, whether that's being someone that sells things from a shop, whatever it is, you have to have passion. If you do not have passion for what you do, it is going to make life near impossible, I find. Working for yourself or going into business for yourself or for a company is difficult. It's even harder if you've got dyslexia because you have many challenges to overcome, whether it's from writing, reading, spelling and grammar. These are all facets you need in business. You need to be able to write, you need to be able to read, and you're going to struggle. Depending what degree of dyslexia you have, some people will struggle more than others, but that doesn't matter, you will struggle. So you need to have a passion, and you also need to grow a thick skin, unfortunately. In a world where people say that we should accept everyone as equal, no one should judge anyone for anything, they should identify as what they like, but in reality people are judged, and you will be judged with dyslexia. You will be seen as maybe a bit slow, a bit thick, can't quite do the job as good as someone else, which is a load of baloney. I learnt to grow a thick skin very quickly in my business life. When I was younger, I wrote a press release. I didn't go through any of the checks and balances that we here at akpr do, and I sent it off to the client. The client came back and said, 1, are you drunk? 2, if not, was this written by a 12-year-old? And that day I learnt I need to grow a thick skin because I will be criticised, I will be picked upon for spelling, grammatical errors. When you send emails and people send question marks back asking, what does this mean? Can't tell what you're saying, please speak English. These words hurt, but if you grow a thick skin and you have a passion for what you do, then you can overcome this. There's also, in passion comes a stubbornness. You want to show people that you can do this. Balls to them. Doesn't matter if you have dyslexia. You can do this just as good as anyone else, and sod them if they don't think that you can. Another thing is, if people come to you and say, if you give 100%, you will get what you give, a load of nonsense. Someone with dyslexia can give 100%. Someone without a disability like dyslexia can give 70%, and you get the same result. People with dyslexia have to work harder. You will have to work harder in your business life, and that is a sad fact. You will have to work harder to keep with the competition, to rise above the competition. You will work harder because of your disability. You still want to get from point A to point B, but you might have to go through point C and D. Now, I have to do that in my business world. I work in PR and communications. In PR, you need to be a wordsmith. That's one facet of it. You have to be able to write down what the client wants you to write down, what stories you want to tell. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that to the level that we here at akpr set. I'm not able to do that, but I'm able to do a lot of other things. When I was younger, I discovered that I have a skill at public speaking. I can talk to people. I can articulate myself in a very high level, in a good manner. I don't mind public speaking. I don't mind talking to people. That is my skill. I can articulate. I can also, with that, gives me the ability to work in radio, in television, giving training, going to networking events and meetings. I'm good at that. That's my weapon. That's my strength. I can articulate. I'm intelligent, and that's my skill, my weapon. What I'm saying here is that you have to find your skill. Your skill set will not be the same as my skill set. My skill set is speaking and articulating. Yours could be a whole magnitude of things, and I'm not smart enough to know what your skill is. You find your skill and use that to overcome your dyslexia. Dyslexia will always be there, but find your skill to work your way around it. Go from point A to point C to get to point B instead of going from point A to point B. Another thing I would say is use technology to your advantage, like I'm doing here today. I'm talking to you through the medium of YouTube, through the medium of video. Use the technologies to help you get your point across, get across what you need. Another great technology is voice recognition. You can use voice recognition on your phone, on computers nowadays. And because of that, I'm now able to write down what's in my head. And people with dyslexia will know that your mind can be going 100 miles an hour, but you're not able to put it all down and it all gets jumbled together. So my points today, our dear viewer, is if you're dyslexic and want to go into the world of business, have a passion for what you do. You're going to need to grow a thick skin. Unfortunately, you will be judged, but your passion will help you do that and help you get through the tough times and the times when you're criticised. Another thing is find your skills, find what you're good at and use that to your advantage. Use that as your weapon. And another thing is try and use technologies, other different non-linear ways of doing things. Find your niche, your skill. Just remember, dyslexia is always there. Dyslexia will always be there, but you can do it. You can conquer it in a sense. It will be there. It will always be there on your shoulder, niggling away. But what I'm saying is, go into business, be passionate, and do what you have to do. And do it to the best of your ability. Thank you very much, dear viewer, for watching. And if you'd like to hear more of my views, experiences, ideas, please subscribe to akpr. And again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.